And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Carlos Santos after the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Now Darnold off the play action. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with 49ers in the 80s. It sounded the same way as it did Mike Homer and me. You see off in the 2000s, versus man on the drag route were the ways. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And here's Darnold. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. Good there, encourage that wide receiver. Bad, just could not haul it in.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. Another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Running with Walker again. And this drives him back at field goal range. As he's stopped for lots of yardage. The extra blocking sure didn't spring that along the way they hoped it would drop.
In the old West Coast system, we called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. From the gun, Donald. Amazing rolling up there into the drop in. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Remember in their defense meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. Chased out to his right. And the catch for Luka Burton. Nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. We finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They've got a first to begin the frame. On play action, Williams. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk it for something. It wins up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, they got got real sticky. Stay tight and force the throw away.
Throwing again on second, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And they push this man out of the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Remember, it's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Escapes the pocket. That's complete. Cocomet. He fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He has a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Williams again. Forced out to his right. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks run the pressure, and they got him. And a big play drop. And a big play drop. Drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Here's Williams. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one was incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the playoff in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Hey, check, you see that? You see that? Order 4 pieces on that, man.
ride the wave. I'm trying to get me paid. I'm trying to move and shake. I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are gray. I'm getting used to change. That's so typical. Way of the dawn is that's so typical. Feel like a god elf. That's so typical. Don't want it. That's so typical. Don't want to talk about it. I'm so cynical. So don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't want to risk the ouch. Ridicule. These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar in a jump.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Stopped up at the 25. First carry for the Irish Swift. And he moves up the middle for 3. And second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down. Not all been award-winning, but still all a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw is Williams. No one's going to find him. And down around the 32-yard line, 40 yards on the pickup.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
That's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off with the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He'll send this one into the mile high air, and it's a good one. And he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing Nix. Good throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Nix. Ill-advised throw there, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field.
And he takes this one in. Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. be 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that are better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Again, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Testing. Olay.
Here's Nix. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try another. And they get this one across the 35 before it's brought down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
11. Bombers. Olay. True.
Now it's Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on the line of that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed out his first 4 passing attempts. Rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36.
That's good. Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Bombers. Ready. Olay.
Next to the air. This one complete to Burton. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears 38-yard line.
Next to throw again.
and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Melvin's got his tight end Ingram. And he worked this near the 5, only stopped at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a double touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and it's a remaining 7-6 ball game. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline and watch their opponent after a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth. If you don't think there's some run-ups, you should pull it out right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw, Williams. He rifles complete, caught the middle. And he's corralled now before getting it inside the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And that will blow up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it can even get started. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos 15. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bears first down.
On first and 10, Swift. And he'll find his way down around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw, it's Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here's Williams. That's the one. He's got it. Touchdown Bears. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears will extend their lead
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played to handle this. There's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be enough. I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
And they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and getting the end zone to potentially tie this game up. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Now we can put to Harvey. And he's at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Nix. And the throw incomplete.
What we're going to see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only about 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. To the air, Williams. Over the shoulder, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bears are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. They'll look middle here and give it to Adunze. Now the Bears are going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And it's caught. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, down 2 scores, that's not the end of the world. Wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 8. Looking to throw. Nix. Throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Why I can't get beat? I'm so orange. It's still be cute, huh?
You got me a hold the phone case? Oh, I see you can't turn yours in. Oh, get the
I'm gonna get both of them. You can take my phone case. Oh, they got gold. Man, they don't even like they got my phone signed. Y'all some low-down nasty bitches. Send why it's so down. Because they popular. Who ain't so fucking low-down clean dirty as shit? Oh, they got that color. Oh, that's so cute. Why my phone got the orange?
What?
That green right there.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Up next, it's our main event between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Out, and I'm ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. Here's Derinkion to return this. Good work so far. He's got room. He'll flip the effort there as he's brought down to the opposite side of the 50.
What a return to get this game started. What a beginning. But where is the coverage team? Now you got to wonder, how's this going to change the way you script this opening drive?
Walker on first down. And they're full steam ahead, but we may have to stay pretty quickly. No gain on it. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He's a gun. Here's Donald. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing on the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal. Okay, just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get out of field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of sticks.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Defender runs wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a quarterback work of comedy. It turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs. Well, the first side of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. We're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Streaming.com at NG478.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting on the ground. Off for that first down, he met no gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Lamar off the play fake. Buying some time left. They'll try a deep shot down with Madden. Deep down the sideline. He's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. This play goes for 36. And that's going to be Baltimore first.
3-yard line.
They go play fake with Jackson. And it out right. He can run it. And he's got his guys in the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for the Ravens' first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
First down throw for Jackson. Flush out out to his left. That one goes incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got clean after that throw and threw the instant flag. So maybe the last person you'd expect to get tagged, but that's roughing the passer on one of the quarterbacks. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens are lead long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, As he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been funner to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. At the end of our opening quarter, 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Now Darnold on the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say is that one ball is incomplete this first half so far. It's not the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And throw. Third and long. Defender arrives.
This offense like 3 and outs, Kate, and you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Gotta manufacture a better look.
Now Darnold, 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. The hand was forced, but had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Finish it up!
First down, here's Lamar. Escaped out to the left. He's running with it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. It looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize it, but he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around the team. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, 6 big points on the board.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with a pick. Man, not even the shorter throws are saving this one, Parker. That is some aggressive coverage to be playing for picks that close to the line.
Yeah, not in this league. You know, maybe Pop Warner High School, even in college, but not in this league. There is no gimmies. You have to have a sense of urgency at all times because these defenders are too good. They're going to take it away no matter where they're going on the field.
First down, after a gain of 4 there. 2nd down.
When you don't get They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Coaches just love that right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walk run. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's in the 1st.
First down, Seahawks.
They give up the cut to Walker. He's able to make a couple on that run. There's a hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Darnold now to throw. This is being really early. Intercepted again. Picked up by Mark Humphrey. And the Ravens are finally dragged down after the turnover and a great return back to the opposing 35.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back. Now, look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
Now Jackson off the play action. Just caught 9-yard line. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goals. We've reached our 2-minute warning. They'll run here with Henry. He's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's the second and goal on the Seahawks 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens are racing up to the halftime locker room. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
And 3 touchdown games are unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. His QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Seahawks nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's leaning over the middle. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Offense in a hurry up here. To throw. Here's Darnold. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And this one does not go far. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Here's Darnold on 3rd down. We got it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett loose, incomplete. The intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up. Wow, special teams highlight. Ravens to the Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left in this half. Defense with an excellent opportunity and a stop here on 3rd down. Brad, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down. Jordan Stone in formation.
Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Return starts from the 45. He gets a pretty nice result there on the punt return to put an end to our first 2 quarters of play. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Sheen on the lead on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
We'll do it, we'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, content creating though, they don't take that.
Right.
I don't do that. So I better post on my channel.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New England Patriots. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway in Foxborough.
And he brings us up past the 20 to the 24.
They'll start on the ground and Swift. And he is met at 3 strings, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Here's Williams. this and run. With the middle of the field, it's got man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a give right side Swift. So a loss of 5 and only second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Trying to feed it in the middle, intercepted. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
His first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jermaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, the very first play, and they give the football right back.
Rand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two, right here 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. When we hit 3 in a row, because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders are locked in and really focused.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. It's a second and 8.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To the air, Williams. Right side, working receiver. First connection there of the afternoon for those two. It's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bears.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves her with a second and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. Second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, California. And they'll be inside the 35-man.
No, honestly, like I don't mind flashy. I'm very so it might not. I like when someone takes me to do new things.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. It's a stone's throw away you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson. From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work from the defender finding his man. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's on 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. On top to Moore. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Bears 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses it. We want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's Swift. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Moving to his right. He keeps it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Williams. 10 yards to gain on the pitch and get 1st down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams. Headed left. Buying time. That's going to be intercepted. Pick up by the rookie out of Georgia.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. And I think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to advance that play and still connect downfield.
Derrick Henry. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens move out on top.
Luke is back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And across the 20, marking that 22-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Smith. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. In the coverage, the receiver couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to money up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point. And does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Oh, great side caught by Dunze. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to front. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he'll indeed pick up the Bears' 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Williams to the air once more.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates.
He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. All of a sudden, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
What the fuck, bro? That was, I ain't about 9 or something. Shit.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. Came a little after the opening kick, and we're underway from the bank. As this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's going to bring it down as he gets it to the 33.
That's why when I called you that time, you was on the phone with Mike. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. No, ma'am. Ain't that terrorizing that lady? She ain't hollered yet, so I ain't went in there. Ooh. She quiet. She quiet, so I'm going to leave her quiet. Cause when I go up in there, she might get rowdy. Right. Oh, that good, yeah. And she done had a nap too. We don't know when her downtime gonna be again. Cause when she got home from school. Man, let me tell you.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. It's going deep right away. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's not! It's not! Ready! It's not!
Throwing again is Lamar. That's another quick hitter. Gaining about 8 here. Nice pickup. He's down to 2nd before he can move those chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Has his man's cut by injuries. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So pass Bryant. He loses the football. Jets pick it up. And they can't call a return yet. They do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. They have gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some if they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. You just got to take better care of it.
He finds him 16 yards in a new set of downs. One play in blocking this drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Finds some time right. Throwing this one back in the end zone. He brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. The Jaguars will jump back to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a huge effort sets up his offense at great spot. Opposite side of the field.
By the time he shifted into a different gear, began that foot race up the left sideline, you could tell this return was already getting out of hand. It's what a gift for this offense, who now gets to take over. A lot of work in the field position already done.
He takes it himself. And they take it out of bounds. It frees his offense and the first and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of it. It's so demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way. You need to see a quarterback evade the pressure and get that first down.
And that's on 1 yard up the middle. That'll be second down.
I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Back to Henry. This time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. Got formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Look, Quint Allen to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond the open 20. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ryan!
Here's ETN to begin the drive. They blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence working from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That could sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Right on 4th down, it's Lawrence. Finds him beyond the marker. He's going to get this one at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 10, staring at Teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at first down here. Back to the air, Lawrence. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malachi Starks.
Well, every once in a while, this game of football becomes a game of chess. How are you going to get your defensive players in the right spot, the right place? That time defense, that was the right call. So many eyes on the football. And more importantly, the ability to go finish that interception.
First down, here's Lamar. The left side, cut by Andrews. This play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. The defender there to take him out just short of it. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now here's Lamar. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Jaguars return this one to 10 before that return is halted.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Here's ETN on first down. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving it backwards to the line. In quickly here. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking slant route complete. They'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get the football back after returning this to the 15-yard line. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that clock. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches, and really make tight ends a lot more in favor.
That's not on the offense side. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. And we're still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Foyer O'Rourke with the pick. And the Jaguars take over on their 3rd interception of this game.
It's essentially the back and forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, well, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Gotta protect the football.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops me from the game on that first down play. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. He's going to set Alabama up for a nice play there, but still blocked. Not enough to avoid 3rd down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it chunky and for at least a minute of the game with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
ETN on 3rd down. He takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. There's that back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And they come up with 7 following that flag. That sets up 2nd and 8. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. On the move, hit it right. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, ETN gets it. This is close, but does not get there first. They're going to be left with a 4th and short.
So much to like about that rule, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger one and crossing it first and marker. Yeah, I have no idea why I talk about banking so much with deposits and withdrawals. Let me tell you right there, that's a withdrawal of trust. Next time around, on a 4th and 1, probably going to see him go for it.
What? Man! Nice one.
Back to throw it. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. Across the 40. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. Online, but not enough juice to it. It's not going to fall short. It's no good. And the score remains knotted 7-all. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. When the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Bayshore Tootin now on the return. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. We'll start the second half with ETN. He's pushed straight ahead. That's clean yard and loose. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle. Lawrence looking to throw. It's another interception. Quan Smith with a pick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. And the first play of the series going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right.
Hayden Jackson loses the ball. Picked up by the Jaguars. They steal away possession and adds an extra yards to their offense after that fumble return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do ever is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
He was 6 yards to begin this run. They got 2nd and 4. We'll be quickly trying to get set again. On 2nd down, it's ETN. This one's going to line up less than a yard from that 1st down marker. Boy gets it up to the 43.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They go right back to ETN. He's officially in enemy territory now.
get what you need.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Clean it over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and manageable. He's throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett moves incomplete. They arrived at the ball did to pick things up. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. He gets this one to Strange. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Working quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Lawrence to throw it. Oh, the big gainer. They connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, but throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. You have to experience that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
Counter give to ETN. And his short game gets them an instead of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this. You just know how to keep the drive moving. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done. He's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. And pass caught by Strange. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's your bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's all he can get. It's 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
GG.
20.
Okay, oh boy. It was banging it out, man.
We're about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Buffalo Bills. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Allen going to audible to a different look. Off-play action. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 54 yards on the punt. 12 on the return. And the Bears take over. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for the Allen swing. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got this complete to Williams. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain.
Now they'll change things up.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Bears first down.
To throw, Williams. That's complete. Roman Doomsday. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Bills' 49-yard line.
Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Dangerous pass there, it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker.
That's good for the Bills. First down.
They run it again with Cook. Excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's another Bills.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll be taken down near the 20 and the 21. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 21, and here's the 2nd and 8.
Bears 21-yard line.
Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's brought down just outside the 10 of the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. No score after one on EA Sports.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A toss to Cook. And he will bring down this time at the 5-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 5, 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. And that throws to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of piling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 4 yards out. And the Bills post the first points in the run game as they take the lead here in the 2nd quarter. Cleared for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 43. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
He's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 31.
To the air, Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Williams looking to do it himself. It's through there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like we have to give up the football again after this one.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll go, here's Williams. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, and he'll end it with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and make him sharp again?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
As they pick up the 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. Bears 47-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. That's right by Kincaid working the middle of the field. And he'll go down the mouth for getting this inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and then we wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to be a quarterback and know how you actually have to reach your deeper with a little bit of humor when you break minutes a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all the week? Now, what did you throw it to? Or maybe you have to be smart with it. Whoever's going to take the message.
They find some open field here. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what Hall of Fame coach told me. Just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've done this many interceptions, but that's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal tucked to their own.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. At the 46-yard line. Looking to throw is Williams. His pass is intercepted for a 3rd time in a row. Work made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. First and 10 at their own 45-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's no any life left in this this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Third quarter starts with a run for Swift. 2 yards on the pickup there, and 2nd and 8. Throwing is Williams. He's got the Michigan middle post to Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago! Coast to Loveland, 40 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Option play. Here's Cook. And from the 25, they move this to the 29. A gain of 4.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So they're throwing a little steam behind it. It's almost like a track relay. Next 2, 3, and 4. It's got steam in it. And he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Return up past the 30. Touchdown, Bears!
You're funny. You're funny. You like to go back.
What the hell you think?
Oh,
You ain't gonna drink nothing but the roll, man.
oh, yeah, that was a good one. I can tell you.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capital of Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. Started. Off we go. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where he'll set up to. Starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Set up. 60 Bison. First carry now for the Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get forward for a fumble. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
It's Jones. Completing this one today.
These rules for receivers, like they call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone, I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And this one's going to be down inside the 20-yard line.
Considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's downfield by Smith. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. 1st down.
1st down, Eagle.
Throwing now from the gun. Inside the 30-yard line. Big time play for Philly. It's a gain of 34. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Hurts running in the pistol. That's right side. He's got Patrick Taylor. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come off the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Ron Johnson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They couldn't quite quite connect there on that short pass, Mike. And I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Henry taken down. We have a chance for the first points in this game as they set up first and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate.
And it's brought in the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ashton Doolin now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They'll go again. Here's Taylor. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60 Bison. 60. We are through one. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
On the jump.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they finally bring him down, and he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. A big run from Taylor. A pickup of 44 yards.
I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And he's going to be down at the 3. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
70 Lions. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. Take it in. Michael Edwards. Touchdown Colts.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back from possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get across the 20, down about 23-yard line. Will work here from the pistol. Short roll taken in by Crowder. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game.
He's got it right out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. They go sideline and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans. Mike, they've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
They're getting about 4 here as he is taken down.
Bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they ended up holding it to just a short game.
That's taken in one side by Smith. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Hurts behind Smith is an Eagle. First down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
On the return, it's Doolin. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
On first down, Jones. Open man, his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Here's 2nd and 2. They go right back to 10. Trying to work this one inside the 44. Blake Groupie for this field goal drop. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to draw closer. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here is Shipley on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Another 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. To throw, Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up with coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And look underneath here for Barkley.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they want to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Hurts again. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he is out of bounds. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. You can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, you got to answer for this guy.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one there. On the move. It's a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes are very, very effective.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams where they have a guy like this. I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and You can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
Now I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for the second half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Jones to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter. But time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on downs. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Snap. Inside. And he's got another one. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Doolin. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Everybody give them this time, shit, man. This night, my night. They ain't this bitch, though.
Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling.